Nah, Timmy really done did it this time. Dude fumbled Trixie again on Valentine's Day of all days. Bro, it was so bad that it caused Jit to call for a nuclear ban on women altogether. But is a world without women really what it's all cracked up to be? We'll just have to see. But before we flame Timmy up, we gotta acknowledge the thing. We recently hit 10K subscribers! Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. I really appreciate all of y'all, for real, for real. 50K on the way, baby! And I got a little surprise for y'all at the end of the video, so stay tuned. All right. Enough of the emotional shit, bro. Because when I first started watching this episode, man, I honestly didn't know it was going to be specifically about Valentine's Day for real. So when I saw Cupid's loaded diaper wearing self pop up on the screen, I was like, oh, I'm watching this in the wrong month, gang. So I didn't know if I should have really continued watching this or not. Well, that is until I heard this gold mine of a line.
The world without love is a world filled with hate. And we hate hate, and we love love.
Ooh, hold on, Cupid. That's a bar. I'ma tell that to my haters in the comments. And so, as I continued watching, I see Cupid and his army of prom night dumpster babies throwing a very lucrative Valentine's Day parade. I mean, hey, Valentine's Day is cool and all, but I don't think it warrants such a crazy celebration. Shoot, even Timmy was confused as to why Fairy World was making such a big fuss about this. God dang, y'all. Put your freaking love bombs away from my face. Over here getting sensitive about Love Day of all days. Who are you? Drake? Boy, bye. So anyway, Cupid presses Timmy, tells him that Valentine's love is the most powerful magic in Fairy World, and proceeds to prove his point by, I kid you not, forcing a cat and dog to make out with each other. Hold on, I just realized. Wouldn't this technically break the rules for making someone fall in love with you? I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, you already know Timmy's Mordecai looking ass still gunning for Trixie. Although in spite of that, Timmy confesses something really insane.
Valentine's Day is the only day I can try to get a kiss from Trixie Tang and not violate the restraining order.
Oh, nah. Not violate the what, Timmy? If she filed a restraining order on your dumb ass, then you gotta give it up, King. She does not want you. Why are you so freaking stubborn? Honestly, it doesn't even matter, because Cupid is the one who calls the shots on this day anyway. And bro says that Timmy's Valentine is Tootie's obsessive stalker self. I ain't gonna lie though, Tootie do be tripping. So I can agree with Timmy on that front at least. But in the end, it doesn't matter what I think, because Cupid just nukes the frick out of them, just teleporting Timmy, Cosmo, and Wanda back home somehow. And now, Timmy is on a mission to prove to Cupid that Trickster Rabbit is his Valentine, even with the restraining order. And with that being said, it's officially Valentine's Day at school, and I just see love and affection everywhere. It just makes you want to go, aww. But nah, please tell me why Chester is over here trapping used Valentine's Day cards like they drugs. Chester is definitely something strange. He better quit the plan before he F around and have a girl X and O his ass. I wouldn't want him to get hives again. But anyway, Timmy's Trixie obsessed self starts reminiscing about the last time he tried to make her his Valentine. Every boy in school was lined up to give her a gift. Y'all niggas have no shame. This is just sad. I couldn't imagine doing this shiz when I was a G. And of course, Tad and Chad's wasteful behinds go all out by giving her a pony and a vial of eternal beauty? What did Timmy give her?
I brought a crudely drawn card. Pull!
Like, what did you expect, dude? This girl is extremely high maintenance, like the highest of the maintenance. And you gave her A crudely drawn card? I would have gave your ass a restraining order too. Bro. So anyway, after reliving his trauma, Timmy begs Cosmo and Wanda to help him bag Trixie. To which Wanda responds with a song, which I am not gonna play, but just know that it is very catchy. And it pretty much just highlights what girls love, like shopping sprees, strong men, and other generic girly things. But man, when I tell y'all that Timmy really went all out with his gift this time, dude done put on a whole Mr. Beast spectacle for this girl. Like, golly, junk make me want to step up my game for real. And Jid is just singing his heart out too. The singing is terrible, very terrible, but with all this love bombing going on, there's no way that she could possibly reject him.
Well, Trixie, will you be my Valentine? Paul!
Nah, this bit got me hot. Cause this man done put on a whole Disney World parade for your trifling ass. Like, dude done rode on a whole flying Nimbus for old cart's sake. What the frick do you mean, Paul? Honestly, I would feel bad for bro, but she does have a restraining order on you, so maybe the pull was justified. Kinda. But man, dude fumbled so bad that every girl in Dimsdale started clowning him.
Who'd want to be his Valentine?
Oh heck nah, I know y'all ain't laughing with your... No, let me chill. I was about to say something I was gonna regret. Phew. Hopefully I don't let something else slip out later. And with every single girl laughing at the bag fumbler of the year, here comes Tootie's crazy self trying to catch the rebound. But Timmy gives her the stiff arm, no 2 chains, and immediately runs behind a tree. Now how the heck did she not see his big behind head running past him like that? Cartoons really don't be making sense sometimes. And boy oh boy was Timmy fed up. He said he's tired of getting played by all these females. Well, a female, because it's mainly Trixie who be playing with his heart. So in retaliation, Timmy makes the most drastic wish ever.
I wish I lived in a world without girls. Just put them all someplace else.
Dang, Timmy. This shit's done turned my wig into a straight misogynist. He about to make an appearance on a Fresh and Fit podcast. Real talk. So now, all the women in the entire world disappear and teleport into one spot, while all the men are left in another spot. And I know Donald Trump took a part in this wish, cause a giant wall appears in the center of the earth, segregating the men and the women completely. And I can't stand these generic gender stereotypes, man. Cause Himsdale looks like a hot mess, while Hersdale looks all pristine and whimsical. I'd rather be in Hersdale. Real talk. But anyway, because of Timmy's wish, there's no more love being spared between men and women anymore, which completely drains Cupid and his dumpster babies of all power. Oh, so that's what's underneath their wings. Why they look like wieners though? Whatever, but I mean shoot, if men and women can't fall in love with each other anymore, then some niggas are gonna have to take one for the team and start turning gay. Like, just look at this man. He's dying. So y'all better go and get to shooting. Anyway, we cut back to Himsdale. And oh my leash, this place is absolutely disgusting. Butch Hartman, is this how you see yourself? Or is this how your woman sees you? Cause I wouldn't want any of this as a man. Respectfully. Dirty ass niggas. Y'all really need women to tell y'all to be clean? And Timmy, why the freak do you have a 5 o'clock shadow? You're literally a 10-year-old boy, bruh. What is going on? But shoot, having some solitude from women does sound pretty nice. In spurts. But eventually, I'm sure y'all will feel like something's missing. Like Cosmo's feeling at the moment. Cause Timmy wished his freaking wife of 10,000 years away. Timmy, you are a villain. And then, these men have the audacity to break out into song. Just look at this shiz. Junk is absolutely deplorable. Wait, hold on. Did he just pull them wiggers out of his belly button? Nah, I'm off it. Man, even Cupid's bedridden self was disgusting. I feel you, bro. Cause if I was forced to be in Himsdale, I'd definitely find a way to be trans for real, for real. Why the frick did I say that? Pause. It's so I can poof to Hersdale. Well, come on, y'all. Oh my god. Anyway, while these dummies were playing Wheel of Fortune in order to find out who segregated the genders, like, come on, bro. Are we serious? This Himsdale and Hersdale junk is backfiring terribly. Cause even though everybody in Himsdale literally forgot the definition of a woman, they all feel like something is still missing. Just look at Timmy's dad and Cosmo. They're both crying over their wives. And they don't even know that they're crying over their wives. Ain't that some shiz? So, with that in mind, Timmy finally attempts to unwish the wish. But, spoiler alert, he can't. Cause Cosmo, like we already stated, doesn't know what a girl is anymore, no matter how much Timmy tries to explain it.
They're soft and mushy. No, they're kind and they make you feel special.
I ain't gonna lie, Timmy, that is not every girl. A good amount are pretty vile, my G. But not mine though. You should have pulled the Powerpuff Girls and hit them with the sugar, spice, and everything nice. But anyway, while Timmy figures out a plan, we cut back to the women in Hersdale, and they're all feeling the effects of a lack of men as well, without even knowing it. But nah, just hear what Timmy's mom says about this waffle maker though.
It takes up space, it's obsolete, and it always makes a mess. For some reason, I want to call you Dad.
Whoa! Is that how she feels about her husband for real? Obsolete is nasty work. And after that, we see all the women crying together, just making a whole flood of tears. I know women usually tend to lean more closer to the emotional side than men do, but god dang, this show be doing too much with these stereotypes for real. The writers be savage as freak. But now, Timmy and Cosmo pull up to the Donald Trump wall that's separating the men from the women, to which Cosmo uses a T-bone steak, for some reason, to tear that junk down. And when the wall is finally torn down, and the men and the women interact with each other, which feels like the very first time, guess what they decide to do?
I say we go to war!
Let's fill the void with war!
Oh my leash. It's always war, isn't it? We can never learn. So now, they're having a literal gender war. That's actually insane. And even worse, the women just pull out spears and start charging, while the men, on the other hand, pull out hockey sticks. Why are y'all pulling out hockey sticks? Why do these cartoons always be making men act so dumb, bruh? Oh my goodness. So, while Timmy and Cosmo are quite literally about to be trampled to death, we cut back to the fairy wheel of fortune, and these niggas still ain't solved the puzzle yet. Cupid was just as mad as me for real, cause he had to go ahead and solve that bit his dang self. And once they finally figured out that it was Timmy Turner who was the cause of all this, obviously, Cupid summons a love portal and brings Timmy's home-wrecking self back to Fairy World. But you wanna know what really pissed me off? Timmy sees Cupid drained of his life force, right? And yet has the nerve to say this.
You're Cupid, the fairy of love. You're the only one left who can save Valentine's Day. You gotta do something.
My wigger, you do something. It was your impulsive wish that made him like this in the first place. I say this every time, but Timmy does not deserve fairies, bro. He should have had Cosmo and Wanda taken away from him a long time ago. Because he is always the cause of every single issue in his world. Like, what the frick? Timmy needs some pow-pows on bro. So now, Timmy has to be the one to bring the love back to Earth. So he becomes a love ninja, and thanks to Cupid, gains access to a slew of secret love weapons to use on the battlefield. But this show be funny sometimes. Let's hear what Timmy says as soon as he steps in the playing field.
Stop! In the name of love!
Okay, Timmy, what you know about the Supremes, my wigga? I low-key gotta listen to that song again. But anyway, Timmy immediately gets to work, using his love ninjutsu on a random pair of men and women. And shoot, I don't know if they were a couple before this, but they're a couple now. So that means Timmy's love bombing is working. To which he sees his parents over the horizon and shoots the frick out of their booties with his love arrows. I wonder how it feels to get shot in the butt like that. Pause. I don't want it to happen to me. It was just a thought. Chill. And they both fall back in love and give each other a big smooch, which means...
Oh, it's working! I'm getting more powerful!
I'm not gonna front. How the heck are you back to full energy when only 4 people out of, I don't know, over 8 billion were shot? That is not a lot of love. That is still very little, sir. But I digress. So, with Timmy deep in the war zone, all these grown adults just start dogpiling on bro. Is this not a 10-year-old child? What are y'all wiggas doing? But luckily, before he could get crushed to oblivion, Cupid and his love fairies come through fully powered and all. Again, after 4 people out of 8 billion were shot. To spread the love to the rest of the people in order to save Timmy's froggy behind from croaking. Heck no, I know you lying. It's either they got all the money in the world or their personalities gotta be fire. Cause I ain't buying that shiz for a second. But let me chill though. So eventually, the love lingers over to Cosmo and Wanda, which allows Timmy to finally wish this decrepit gender war away, making the world normal again. Thank goodness, cause Himsdale was an absolute travesty of a town. But hey, at least Valentine's Day is saved. But too bad Timmy fumbled the bag with Trixie. Or so he thought. Cause Cupid pops out one last time to give Timmy a love arrow to use on whomever he pleases. But after Cupid disappears, guess who comes waltzing Timmy's way? That's right, Trix the Rabbit. She finally realizes that Timmy had a freaking fire gift, absolutely fuego, and actually offers to be his Valentine. Wow, Timmy ain't even have to shoot an arrow or nothing. That's actually insane. W game, Timmy. But wait, hold on. This just means he didn't even have to do that whole wish anyway. All he had to do was freaking wait. Timmy be pissing me off. Oh my gosh, I just realized that. But randomly, a wild Tootie appears and just starts crying on the bench. And after seeing that, what Timmy decides to do here made me very happy.
That's not good enough anymore. What?
What?
Tonight, the answer is no. Somebody else deserves my special Valentine love more than you do.
Damn! I would have never thought I'd see the day. What? Bro finally rejected Trixie's trifling nap for once in his life? I'm proud of you, Timmy. Wow, I can't believe I actually said that. So, Timmy ends up using the arrow on himself in order to temporarily fall in love with Tootie, while Trixie goes home and blows homie's phone up non-stop. I'm not kidding neither. She literally said that.
You're rejecting me? Oh my gosh. I am so into you now. I'm gonna run home and leave 1,000 messages on your answering machine. Bye.
Yeah, that's the kind of games dudes be having to play sometimes, unfortunately. But as much as it can be hard to live with women, we most certainly can't live without them. Unless you're a Timmy Wiggy. But anyway, for my surprise, I am happy to announce that my YouTube membership is open right now. Join the chill zone, cause I got an exclusive lost episode for y'all on that bid too, with some more coming in the future. Thank y'all again for 10K subs. Kike Nene is out this mug.